Hi, I'm Brian Crombie, and we're going to be talking on the Brian Crombie Show. We're going to be talking about politics, arts, business, and social issues on the Brian Crombie Show on Canada One TV. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Brian Crombie Show on Canada One TV. The fourth industrial revolution is this term that lots of people have been bandying about, and they're talking about it being as important today from a sort of an evolution or a revolution of business as the first industrial revolution that occurred, 250 years ago, which was really what brought manufacturing and an industrial age to be. Or the second industrial revolution, which was about 150 years ago, which was oil and gas and a dramatic movement forward in industrial production. Or the third industrial revolution, which was 50 years ago, which was sort of information technology and computers and stuff like that. Some people are saying that right now we are going through a fourth industrial revolution, which is all about artificial intelligence, advanced manufacturing, Internet of Things. And it's changing our world. And so I ran across Eva Jaworowska, who is into all these topics. She's actually doing a degree in interaction design, which we're going to have to figure out what it's about. I think it's really how to have computers be designed such that they interact with us in a far better manner, but we'll let her explain it. But I think it's important for us to reach out to some of these younger people to really understand how the world is changing, because artificial intelligence, artificial reality, augmented reality, virtual reality, Internet of Things, and advanced manufacturing are really going to change our life and change our jobs, change our home lives, and are going to hopefully be an improvement to our life. Eva, how are you? Welcome to our show.
Hi, Brian. Thank you so much for having me here.
My pleasure. So what is interaction design?
Interaction design, shortly saying, is coming up with a solution for issues that people might have when they want to try to reach certain goal.
On the computer?
Not only. It could be anything. So, for example, in our daily lives, we have a lot of different issues. Like, for example, when you are watching the show, your show, that would be like passive interaction.
Passive interaction?
That would be passive interaction.
Just watching TV?
Yeah, just watching TV.
So people that are watching our show right now are passive interaction?
Yes.
Okay.
You can say that. The moment when they stop watching the show and they thinking, okay, what am I gonna do next? What am I going to watch next? That process of picking the next show to watch would be interaction design. So if you have Netflix, you probably don't think about this. You just open the account, register, you pick the genre, you pick whatever you want, you search, and it's so easy, right? It seems like it doesn't come with the instruction guide. Everybody knows how to use it. So it's thanks to interaction designers.
Actually, you know what? The biggest problem is I've got a handheld thing that doesn't have 26 letters, and so I've got to like scroll through all these stupid numbers to get the right letter. So it actually takes me. I think we've got to figure out a better way of doing the handheld design for Netflix on the computer, on the TV.
That's true. I would agree. I watch it mostly on a TV. Yeah, but these are the issues that interaction designer will look and
so how to
will
make
try
it
to solve
easier to interact with the TV, the computer, the medium.
Yes.
Okay.
But not only. It could be anything. It could be trying to solve the problem of plastic pollution.
Plastic pollution. Okay. Wow. So explain how plastic pollution's got anything to do with interaction design.
So that would be through collaboration.
Okay.
So it used to be that the designer would come up with an idea, they would present it to the client would either accept it or not, right? But they were trying to communicate something, the designer and the client to the audience. So that was just based on designer view, designer assumption, but in the collaboration brings in the question, who's the expert?
Right.
So the designer is the expert, the business owner is the expert, so now they can collaborate and create something amazing. So
you're saying in more traditional design there's not enough collaboration?
It wasn't.
Really?
I think it's a new thing that thanks to technology we can connect with someone from Egypt who has the great idea, and someone else like in Canada has the great idea. So people now can connect. They can collaborate, which speed up the process of innovation. So, for example, the designers right now, the interaction designers, they want to design something. And since we have a lot of tools, we learn how to design. We use this different methodologies, how to design. We are able to say, okay, this solution requires different technology. Let's find someone who will know how to design that part.
Right.
So that's how we get innovation, new stuff.
So you're saying part of interaction design is collaboration in design?
Yes, that's a very, very important part of interaction design, collaborating with other people.
Okay, now I've heard this term about design thinking. What is design thinking?
Design thinking is the design that uses different methodologies to come up with the solution for specific problems. So, like regular thinking is just the thinking that is free-floating.
Free-flowing.
Yeah, free-flowing. So if you're trying to come up with a solution just with regular thinking, you might find it or not. It will be based on your assumptions, it will be based on your own ideas and your own opinion. It won't be based on research. Design thinking employs different strategies to aid the thinking to come up with a solution.
Like what? What type of different strategies?
So there will be like different series of steps, and like let's say the first step will start with empathy, empathizing with the user, trying to find what are the issues. Like for example, the keyboard on the phone, right? So we know, okay, that's the problem.
Brian has a problem with typing into this small little handheld keyboard that only has 10 numbers, and I'm trying to get 26 letters.
Yes. So then we define the problem exactly. What is it exactly? Once we define the problem, we ideate. Ideation means we're trying to come up even with the craziest solution. So it's more like quantity instead of quality, as many as you can come up with.
Because you're looking for that idea out of the box?
Yes.
Really? Ideation?
Yeah. Ideation.
Coming up with lots of ideas?
Yes. And then we start prototyping.
What's a prototype?
Prototyping is making a product out of these ideas.
You know, it's interesting because we're talking about the fourth industrial revolution. We're talking about interaction design, and the words that you're using are collaboration, empathy, and ideation, and prototyping. It sounds like it's a lot of pretty soft skills that you're talking about being applied to high technology. Fascinating. We're going to take a break and come back more with Eva about interaction design and you know, the fourth industrial revolution in just a minute. Stay with us.
ओंटारियो का कोविड-19 प्लान फैलाव को रोकने और जिंदगियां बचाने में मदद फराहम कर रहा है। जब तक हम सबको वैक्सीन नहीं लग जाती, मास्क पहनें, अपने हाथ धोएं और फासला रखें। हम अब तक इकट्ठे चलते रहे हैं और पूरे ओंटारियो में रोजाना हजारों लोग वैक्सीन लगवा रहे हैं। आपकी बारी जल्द आने वाली है। ओंटारियो के वैक्सीन प्लान के बारे में मजीद जानें। अदायगी शुदा मिन जानिब हुकूमत ओंटारियो। मेरा नाम
रोशन भाग भाग के करता था वो सारे घर के काम रोशन से रोशन था घर वालों का नाम रोशन दिलवा दो गाड़ी का लोन रोशन भर दो इन्वेस्टमेंट का फॉर्म नहीं थी इसको कोई टेंशन फिर क्या हुआ फिर रोशन चला गया अब्रॉड लग गया सब कामों को स्टॉप
बेटा जब से तुम बाहर गए हो सब काम रुक से गए हैं।
अम्मी दूसरे मुल्क आया हूँ लेकिन हमारे पास रोशन डिजिटल अकाउंट है ना।
क्योंकि बैंक ऑफ पंजाब लाया पाकिस्तान का पहला मुकम्मल फ्री रोशन डिजिटल अकाउंट जिससे आपको मिले मोबाइल ऐप दुनिया भर में डेबिट कार्ड की फ्री डिलीवरी और बिना चार्जेस के इस्तेमाल की सहूलत नया पाकिस्तान सर्टिफिकेट स्टॉक मार्केट में इन्वेस्टमेंट का मौका ऑटो लोन और ऑनलाइन यूटिलिटी बिल्स जैसी बेशुमार सहूलियात अभी www.bop.com.pk पर ऑनलाइन रोशन डिजिटल अकाउंट फॉर्म फिल कीजिए और पाइए एक्सीलेंस यूनिट के जरिए 24 घंटे डेडिकेटेड सर्विसेज ताकि आप अपनों से रहें दूर रहकर भी पार। बैंक ऑफ पंजाब रखे हर फर्द का ख्याल।
Century 21 Kingdom Realty. We take delight in helping people succeed whether they are our clients or agents. Worldwide recognized brand, game-changing technology, state-of-the-art marketing, industry-leading training, stunning office, great location, great commission splits, first access to pre-construction projects.
If you want to be even more successful in your real estate career, join the Century 21 Kingdom Realty.
To join our team, call 416-560-9559 or visit our website www.jointhekingdom.ca. Century 21 Kingdom Realty, 1099 Kingston Road, Pickering, Unit Number 2, Ontario.
Here's to the people, pioneers searching for better, ambitious fortune seekers in strange new places. They're the inspiration behind Zoom, the fast and secure money transfer app from PayPal.
Buying or selling a residential or commercial property is one of the biggest financial decisions most people will make in their life. The real estate lawyers at Alam Law Chambers will guide you through the complete real estate laws to ensure your transaction completes on time and your dreams come true. Reliable and affordable. Alam Law.
Was your family or business prepared for this financial crisis? Want to learn how I prepare my clients with the essential financial planning pyramid for any financial crisis come their way? Hello, this is Zahid Sayed from Arooj Financial. For your complimentary Zoom or Skype meeting, call my office at 905-624-0008 or visit aroojfinancial.com.
Hi, I'm Brian Crombie, and we're going to be talking on the Brian Crombie Show. We're going to be talking about politics, arts, business, and social issues on the Brian Crombie Show on Canada One TV. Good evening and welcome back to the Brian Crombie Show on Canada One TV. We're chatting tonight with Eva Jaworowska, who is an interaction designer. She's currently studying courses in this. You know, Eva, how did you get involved in this? How did you want to become an interaction designer?
I love technology.
You love technology.
And I loved learning, and I wanted to learn more, study more.
And you've done a couple of different degrees in different facets of technology. Is that not correct?
No, but I started from web design years ago. Then I did broadcasting courses in Burlington, where I think previously CTS station was.
Okay.
I loved that. But somehow I was interested always in interaction. Like I wanted more interaction between the user. Like websites were not enough for me, so I was interested in these technologies like AR, VR, all the sensors.
Hold it. What's AR?
AR is augmented reality.
What is augmented reality?
Augmented reality is 3D created reality layered on top of our reality.
3D created reality layered on top of our own reality. So like an animation on top of, if we had someone like a little cartoon come in the side of us right now.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be always 3D, but to explain it better, one can argue that sensors that we have in cars could be augmented reality as well.
Okay.
So, for example, this feature that you're backing up your car and see your car on the screen, top view.
Yeah.
Well, that's augmented reality.
Okay. Okay, that's a good example. Okay, and then you said VR. What's VR?
VR, that's virtual reality. Virtual reality works a little bit different than augmented reality, because in augmented reality you can still move around your surroundings. You can like leave this room, go through the door, go to another room. But in virtual reality, once you put the goggles on, you kind of shut off the real
reality.
The real
You're
reality.
only in the virtual reality.
Yeah, you are only in virtual reality. So it's like you have no idea where you are.
Okay, so you said you've always been fascinated with things like augmented reality and virtual reality and what? What else? User interface.
And I was always interested in people, in user interface, how people interact with things, how to make things easier, all the psychology.
So we always hear
it.
about a good user experience. What is a good user experience?
Good user experience would be signage that we have.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, you go to the museum or hospital or any large institution, and you see the signs on the wall that will help you to get from point A to point B. Right?
Pathfinding.
Yes. For the people who are in this environment every day, they don't notice these signs, right? But for people who come in, they are new in the environment, they see these signs. So this unobstructive way that the signage is designed is good user experience. Someone said that good design is invisible when you don't need it, but becomes visible, intuitive, and clear to use once you need it.
Good design is invisible when you don't need it, and when you need it, it becomes clear, visible,
and intuitive.
And intuitive.
So it's like Netflix. You don't need instruction guide to start using it. You just log in and you use it.
Well, it was like Steve Jobs with Apple. He said he wanted to have these computers that you'd open up and they just sort of started to work, versus the old IBM, Microsoft, etc., that were all very difficult. And you had to install a whole bunch of stuff and became very difficult to have work.
Yeah, so Steve Jobs, his main goal was to overcome these issues that people have when they are interacting with the machine.
With machines.
With computers, yeah.
So do you think design thinking changes innovation?
I think design thinking is something that propels innovation.
It what?
Propels, helps. Propels, like speeds up the innovation.
Okay.
It's because of that.
Is that good or bad?
Well, there is a notion of ethics that we
Yeah.
have around innovation because they happen simply too fast, and we are not ready yet. We don't know. Like we see the impact after we design something.
Yep.
So one can argue it's good, it's bad, but you know, if you have like the tracking system, surveillance, let's say you have the doorbell with the camera, it's a good thing.
Yep.
You see the package arriving at your door, but at the same time, there is data on you that is stored somewhere.
So how do you deal with ethics?
I think interaction designers should be really ethical people.
Mm-hmm.
Should be strong in ethics.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about you for a second. You immigrated to Canada.
Yes.
You didn't speak English when you came here.
No, I studied French in high school, and I came a little bit right after high school.
And I think what you told me at one point in time is you were a stay-at-home mom for a long time.
Yes.
And after a unsuccessful marriage, you decided to go back to school and get involved in computers and web design and broadcasting and now interaction design.
Yeah.
Why?
I really wanted to, like, when I was growing up, I was always dreaming about getting higher education. I was reading, I was studying, and when I came to Canada, I couldn't speak the language. I remember I went to Sheridan College first time, and it was years ago, and I just fell in love with that school. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is the place where I want to be. I love this school. And I remember I talked to, I think, the guy, someone from guidance, but I just couldn't understand. I couldn't understand what that person
was
saying, how I could get there. So I kind of abandoned this idea. I had kids, it was very difficult, and but it kept coming. I always have these, like, you should go back to school. So I researched and I found out, okay, but it's like 6 years now to just do the bachelor degree for me. I have to do English, I have to do 1 year of academic program. It's gonna be 6 years and 2 little kids. I was like, oh wow, I cannot do that.
But you did it.
Yes, like I had this voice in me saying, just start, don't worry if you can finish. So I picked up the phone, I called it was academic upgrading, and said I would like to enroll into English, grade 12, that was the requirement. And here I am, I'm finishing.
So some people are worried about computers, about this idea of a fourth industrial revolution, about augmented reality and artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things. And some people are saying that particularly, you know, it's going to leave females and or people that aren't in the workforce or whatever behind. And I've had, you know, the opposite. I've had, and I introduced you to her, a professor in artificial intelligence who's female on my show. I've had a head of engineering on my show that was given $15 million to promote STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math for females. What would be your recommendation to a young female immigrant who's scared by technology?
There is nothing to be afraid of. It's really fascinating and it's a lot of fun.
Is there a role for females in STEM issues?
I think so.
STEM jobs, STEM education?
Of course. I think females are very good at this type of jobs. They're very analytical. They're very well organized. This is like excellent.
And you're proof of it?
Yes.
Thank you to Eva Jaworowska for coming on. I wanted her to come because, you know, it is an example. She is an example of someone who's fallen in love with interaction design, who's fallen in love with what computers and humans together. And think about the terms that she's used. Empathy, collaboration, ideation, and then coming up with a prototype and trying it out. You know, these are skills that we all need to have. And for those people that are either worried about the fourth industrial revolution, worried about the impact on what's going to happen, and or are worried that some people are going to be left behind, Eva's an example that, you know, you're not going to be left behind. Just get into it and understand it. And for sure, we need to promote STEM for everybody, not just for females, but for everybody. Anyway, Eva, thank you so much for joining us. You're an inspiration. I really appreciate it. That's the Brian Crombie Show for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's go out and try to figure out how to make a better handheld channel changer or something like that. Good night, everybody.
Welcome to I Will Get You Mortgage Service Limited. It's your company, it's our company for all your mortgage needs. We have many lenders we work with to give you solutions for all your difficult mortgages. Whether it's a purchase, refinance, investment property, urgent funds for closing, we have solutions. My name is Nasser, 416-689-2696, or visit our website at www.iwillgetyourmortgage.com.
Hakka House, an authentic halal Chinese and Thai cuisine in Milton. मजेदार खानों का मरकज, कम्युनिटी का पसंदीदा हलाल चाइनीज रेस्टोरेंट, डाइन इन, टेक आउट, डिलीवरी एंड कैटरिंग। फैमिली के साथ आइए, हम आपकी खिदमत के लिए तैयार हैं। 395 मेन स्ट्रीट ईस्ट, मिल्टन। फोन नंबर 905-878-7800 or visit our website hakkahousemilton.ca.
Your kid's life is already in motion, but if distracted or disengaged at school, each day takes her farther away from her goals. At Sylvan, we create a personalized plan for your child with our in-depth assessment. Our certified teachers use a technology-based approach, so your child not only catches up, but gets ahead of the game. And now you can also help your child push the edge. With Sylvan Edge, our exciting hands-on STEM courses bring science, technology, engineering, and math together in exciting new ways.
सिल्वन लर्निंग सेंटर, आपके बच्चों का कामयाब मुस्तकबिल ही है हमारी पहचान। हमसे रब्ता करें at 905-814-8177, Monday to Friday 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturday 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.